Welcome to the Real Comic Heroes Podcast. Your adventure into the world of comic book movies starts here.
Greetings, citizens, and welcome to another adventure of the Real Comic Heroes Podcast. I'm Travis.
And I'm Patrick.
Oh, it's been a while.
Oh, sweet Jesus, it has. Yeah, I've had some health limitations.
Yeah.
Nothing like serious, just me being sick. And now technology limitations, apparently.
Right.
So, yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think we're reviewing like characters from romantic comedies is what we're covering.
Well, we were finishing out the characters from all the works of Shakespeare. Going
Yes.
through, his most most famous.
Yes. So all dudes, no ladies, even the lady parts. Got it.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. It's all coming back to me.
What we're all about here.
Yes. Who could forget Shakespeare's Hulk?
Yeah.
Very nuanced.
Thou dost smash.
I forget Tony Stark did do that to Thor.
Right.
Something about does thou's mother know you're wearing her drapery or something? So yeah. Back for character reviews and
that's right.
A dwindling list of...
Yeah, we've only got 7 left, so I think we're going to do probably 4 today, and then we'll next time we do this, we'll knock out the final 3.
Ooh, can only hope the final 3 are good.
Yeah,
because I don't know if there's that much good left.
I leading up to this, I kept trying to rack my brain of who is left, who are these the final 7, and I think it helps that we didn't go in 100 to 1 order, so because I think we probably would have been able to guess the top last few, but with it being random like this, I can't think of anyone we haven't really talked about that's a major character. So
it would have been just great if it was the last 3 were all a version of Green Lantern or something.
Yeah.
But alas, that's not going to happen.
Mm.
Yeah, I have no concept of who's possibly left at this point.
Yeah.
I think
you mentioned Green Lantern. We could have. There's probably one more Green Lantern.
That's what I was thinking. There might be one Green Lantern.
I mean, there are hundreds of Green Lanterns, but on this list, I'm guessing there's one or 2 more, maybe. So,
and maybe a Barry Allen that I'm not aware of, or something. I don't know. I feel like we had a couple of those. But...
Yeah, we definitely did Barry Allen's Flash. I think we've covered the main Flash characters.
Okay.
I mean, there's plenty of side characters there that could be here as well, but I don't know.
Okay.
Let's you want to jump into number 90?
Oh, lordy.
Yeah.
Deep end. Okay.
Number 90. Okay. Ghost Rider.
Oh, the Nicolas Cage vehicle. Nice.
Yeah, I would say so. This is because Ghost Rider first appearance, Marvel Spotlight, number 5, August of 1972. So that would be the Johnny Blaze version of Ghost Rider. There have been several Ghost Riders.
I'm sure because it's just an avenging, almost like the Crow.
Yeah, kinda. You're almost possessed by a demonic spirit. I want to say Xanathos, something like that.
Of course.
So it's almost like a Venom symbiote. Kinda. Okay. Also kind of like Spawn, how he has the powers of hell sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Johnny Blaze, I believe, sold his soul to Mephisto. I don't know if he was Mephisto back then. Yeah, probably. Basically sold his soul to the devil.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the reason was in the comics. I know in the movie it was to save his dad, I believe, who had cancer. And
yeah, I've seen it once, when it came out, and
yeah,
I haven't seen it since.
I like that movie. I think it's pretty fun. It's just Nicolas Cage being batshit crazy. The sequel, the Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance, I didn't care for as much.
I did not know there was a sequel.
Yeah, yeah, it came out a couple of years later, and it had has Idris Elba in it. It's like entirely
Huh.
it's like entirely shot in like Hungary or Prague. I mean, it's completely, they went, saved some money, went and shot in Eastern Europe. I think Christopher Lambert is in
Wow.
it as like some weird monk with tattoos all over his face, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's wild, but
Had no idea there was a sequel. That's
yeah,
crazy.
there is actually one really cool scene where he hops inside of some big construction equipment, and
Hmm.
because he's the Ghost Rider, whatever vehicle he takes over, it also like, so you have this like huge crane bulldozer thing or whatever that's now just on fire, and you know
Wow.
it's pretty funny. And then he does the he pisses flame to, I don't know,
Oh, good Lord.
fight somebody. Yeah.
I think I do remember seeing that sequence probably in like a how did this get made kind of
Could be,
uh
yeah.
snippet.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's a
Um,
cool character, at least looks and idea wise. It's
yeah,
flaming skull head. I mean, come on.
sure.
How many tattoos have that?
Oh,
I mean,
man. Yeah. Let's see, there have been, so Johnny Blaze was the first, and then there was a guy in the 90s, maybe 80s, 90s, called Danny Ketch, who was the
okay.
Ghost Rider for a while, and then there's oh man, what's his name? Jamie Reyes, I think, was like the mid 2000s version of Ghost Rider, and he drove like a souped up uh hot Charger Challenger kind of muscle car instead of a motorcycle. And then they used that version for the Agents of Shield.
Okay, that's what I was just gonna ask
Okay.
if that was that guy because I remember he had a car.
Yeah. And then one of the coolest uses of Ghost Rider is in a pretty recent comics. It's like set in the future, and Frank Castle, the Punisher, ends up trying to think of how it plays out. He ends up getting killed, and he goes to hell, and he, I think, asks the devil, like, let me punish the guilt, the evil, basically. So the devil sends him back to Earth with now he is the Ghost Rider. But then he teams up with Galactus and becomes not only Ghost Rider, but becomes the Herald of Galactus. So he gets the power cosmic, like the Silver
Jeez.
Surfer. It's a great it's so wild and funny, and yeah, he ends up becoming Galactus's Herald, Ghost Rider, and then somehow teams up with Thanos. He, I think, goes back in time to when Thanos was a baby, and it's kind of the whole like, would you kill Hitler as a
Yeah.
baby sort of thing. So he's about to do it, and then he just takes baby Thanos, and then in this like alternate reality, he raises Thanos, and Thanos becomes like the Punisher because he just his father is Frank Castle. It's so wild. It's I think it's the story is called Cosmic Ghost Rider, so it's definitely worth a
Okay.
read.
It just has gone in so many directions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like, interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's
So,
a story I highly recommend.
okay. So the Ghost Rider, anything he rides, because I want to say there
Yeah,
was a horse
yeah,
in the
uh,
movie, but
yeah. Is it Sam Elliott?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Rides a horse, and it's I love. Yeah, I like that part.
Okay. I'd like to kind of see him in a jet or something.
Oh
That'd be
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
cool.
I could see
Or,
that. Yeah, some hot shot test pilot, like a
uh,
Hal Jordan type becomes a Ghost Rider. Yeah,
I'm
with
sure Ghost
flaming.
Rider goes to space, so I'm sure he's
Yeah.
in a ship of some sort. Just be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Or just like random animals.
Mm. I
Riding a cheetah or
think
something.
there's yeah, there's kind of, it's not really, I guess it's kind of a what if Marvel comic. It's called Marvel, or it's called Avengers 1 million or something, 1 million BC. It's basically, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
what if there was a team of Avengers way back in the Stone Age, basically? And so, because Odin is still around, or was back then, like he is essentially Thor, or that, stand in for Thor. I think there's a Black Panther, and there is like a caveman riding a woolly mammoth who is Ghost Rider. So the woolly mammoth is like on fire. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Ghost Rider is a character you could do some really fun stuff with.
Yeah.
I've never really read a lot of Ghost Rider comics. He's definitely appeared in stuff that I've read. Eric Larson, who's my favorite Spider-Man artist, did a few issues in the 90s with on Amazing Spider-Man where he teamed up with Ghost Rider. So his art is just really incredible for Ghost Rider. Yeah, it's a character I enjoy, but yeah, I've never really read a ton of.
Yeah, I think I'm just surprised they haven't tried to do something more with the character.
Yeah.
Because it has some fun possibilities, it seems like.
Yeah. I think I bet they'll do something with him again in the next, 5 to 10 years probably.
Yeah, he'll probably be in like Morbius 2 or something.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
I've heard great things.
Marvel owns him as far as like the rights and stuff, so they could throw him in a future Marvel movie. They wouldn't have to put him in a Sony Marvel movie or whatever.
Yeah, that whole thing's confusing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I guess his power is, aside from turning things into cool mobiles, he's got like, I remember a chain that he can throw at people to wrap around him or some crap. Or maybe that's anything. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think that's like, the chain's not part of his powers. He just happens to have a chain. If another Ghost Rider had a whip, he could do the same thing with.
Yeah.
It's not like becoming a Ghost Rider. I don't think you get a flaming chain.
I thought it was like symbolic, like the chains of hell or something.
Yeah, no. I think Spawn definitely has chains that are part of his costume that'll, he can manipulate and stuff. But power-wise, he has the penance stare, which is where he stares at his enemies and like all of their sins flood back. I don't know how it works, but
you're like devoured by your misdeeds,
your guilt and your sin. Yeah. So, and what else? I don't know. I mean, just your probably standard like some strength. Yeah, durability. He can get shot and everything. I think as the Ghost Rider, he's pretty much invincible. But as he's walking around normal, I think he could be injured. I don't know.
Is it like night and day?
I was going to say, I don't know. I think it's like in the presence of evil, he becomes the Ghost Rider. Gotcha. I think in the movie, though, he had to be in the sunlight. He couldn't be Ghost Rider.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was the bad guy couldn't be in sunlight or if it was Ghost Rider. I just remember light being involved.
Yeah. I don't know if that is a factor in the comics or not. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Like he would be someone who only can operate at night, And
the flames just wouldn't look as cool in the daylight.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, number 90. I thought he'd be higher up.
Yeah, well, and this IGN article even says, if a hero can hinge his popularity solely on visual design, then Ghost Rider must be one of the most popular superheroes of all time. That's not to say Ghost Rider is all about style over substance, but he basically is. Okay, 90 Ghost Rider. So next we have number 52.
All right.
Wow. Okay, number 52, Aquaman. I guess I forgot we hadn't talked about Aquaman.
Poor Aquaman.
Yeah. Now this, I should preface this, a little reminder, this list, this IGN list came out, I think 2011 or something like that. So there was no Aquaman movie. There was barely a DC New 52, like, revamp of the character. So I think today he'd be higher up in the list, but as
he was kind of a joke, like
for a long time.
Yeah,
This even says, "Poor Aquaman, he'll forever be the butt of jokes thanks to his fishy powers."
Yeah,
So,
that's sad.
yeah. Did you watch, Peacemaker?
No.
Oh, man, there's a cool kind of a, credits, like, teaser kinda thing, and,
Uh-huh.
in the big finale, Peacemaker handles everything, but then some of the members of the Justice League show up, and
Oh.
it's the Flash and it's, Aquaman, and there's, like, a silhouette of Superman there, and Peacemaker's just like, "Well, thanks a lot for showing up, assholes. I've already, handled it." And then there's just this weird joke. I think Peacemaker says to Aquaman, "Go back to fucking fish," and he's like, "I don't, I don't fuck fish." And Barry, the Flash, says, "Yeah, you do. I've seen it," or something like that. So,
What?
yeah, just that
That's
show is completely
weird.
off the rails as it is, but
It's not like the people that play those characters in the movies, is it?
it is. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
at least Flash and Aquaman.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow, that's a big get.
Yeah, yeah,
I thought it was just gonna be like the HBO Max version of those
right.
characters or something. Interesting.
Yeah. So Aquaman, he goes back, quite a ways. He first appeared in More Fun Comics, number 73, from November of 1941. So yeah, he started out as just kind of someone who, I don't know if he like was tied into Atlantis back then or, you know, all that, but he had super strength in the sea, even outside of the sea. I know he's
Okay.
super strong. Yeah, he could communicate with fish or marine life, but not. I don't think it's ever like have a conversation with,
Yeah. It's
but it's
more
like he
like
could control them and influence them and things like
yeah.
that because their brains were so,
So he's like
small.
Professor X for fish.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, it would have been funny if inside the water he's super strong, but outside he shrivels up and he becomes like a little old man.
yeah. Oh, that'd be a cool like alternate. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it would make more sense.
Yeah, like I could see that with a rival comic book company creates a aqua character. And
Yeah.
yeah, underwater he's completely a badass, but outside he shrivels up. That'd be funny.
Hey, it makes sense. I mean, the
Yeah.
opposite is true for people on the surface. Once they're
Yeah.
underwater, they're pretty much screwed.
Mhm.
He can't breathe. He just dies, just flopping around.
He just
Yeah.
lays there, just kind of like does that weird thing that fish do when they're
Yeah.
out, just kind of opening his mouth.
He has to have like a tank of water to walk around on the surface.
Yeah. The Marvel Inhuman character Triton, I think is
Hmm.
kind of like that. He has to wear
Oh.
like a water pack, almost
Hmm.
like wearing a scuba
Yeah.
tank, It's like he has to wear the tank of water and then I think like a rebreather that,
Yeah.
puts water in him or whatever.
But what his mom was like Atlantis queen, and his dad was like a fisherman or something in the
Yeah, oh
movie.
yeah. Yeah.
So that's why he
Lighthouse
can do both.
Keeper and the
Yeah.
queen
Oh,
of
okay.
Queen Atlanta of
Okay.
Atlantis, yeah.
So we must be close in as far as species goes. Otherwise,
Mm,
that union would not have worked out so well.
right.
I want to say I've seen what I want to say it's like maybe Family Guy or like Adult Swim where they spoof on like fish
Sure.
people and like the head is of a fish but the feet are human or something.
Yeah, I have seen that somewhere, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be
Uh,
a cooler version of Aquaman, like, yeah, he's literally like a merman, but, like, flip-flopped
it'd be
fish.
sweet if he just had a fish head and like a human
Yeah,
body.
yeah,
Be kind of cool.
why not?
Although I guess you kind of got that in those Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean with the squid face guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, that got off track. Sorry, Aquaman.
Yeah. They tried to make him cool in the 90s or, like, 80s, 90s, and they, I mean, way before, Jason Momoa, they gave him a beard and long
Hmm.
hair, tried to make him like a grizzled, old salty seaman. Uh,
Sea Dog, Sea Man.
yeah, seaman. And they ended up I think he was fighting his enemy, Black Manta, and Black Manta shoved his hand into I think a piranha, school of piranha, and they ate his hand off. So for a while in the comics, he had a big hook for a hand. I think that was around for several years. I think they did another thing where they gave him a watery hand. They took the hook off and then gave him a water fist, like a water hand or something that was controlled. I don't know. Yeah, I'd rather have the hook. Oh man, if they don't give Jason Momoa a hook hand in the next Aquaman movie, I'm gonna be disappointed because he could pull that off.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah. But I did read some Aquaman stuff in the new 52. They rebooted Aquaman and the whole DC lineup, and Aquaman was really pretty interesting. I'd say everything that they kind of base the movie on came from the new 52 stuff, and then the Rebirth stuff a little bit later. Not the entire history of Aquaman. He was always the son of a lighthouse keeper and queen of Atlantis. That came from from way back, I think. But yeah, I mean, I would say he's now one of DC's more popular characters for sure. But as with all DC stuff, I haven't read any Aquaman in a few years, so I couldn't say what they're doing with him right now. But
gotcha. Yeah, maybe he's gonna finally fix the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah,
or something. Or maybe that's Black Manta's territory. I don't know.
Black Manta is an awesome looking villain. I mean, he has that stupid helmet with the big red eyes, but it's so cool. I love the way they actually did that in the movie. Like they had him build a giant helmet, and gave it the big laser eyes and everything, and it's so awesome.
So because when I think Black Manta, I think Aqualad now because of the run of the animated.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit? Teen Titan-esque thing.
What was that? Young Justice.
Young Justice, yeah.
Yeah. So I think he has another name, like Tempest, I think is his.
Is that it?
Okay. I think so. Yeah, he's got some cool water manipulation powers. Yeah.
He's like a sea witch or something. It's like sea magic.
Yeah. I do like that Mera, like Aquaman's, longtime love interest, she has aqua powers. She can manipulate water. So I like that she has her own set of abilities and all that, and it's not like he doesn't have that. I think it's cool that she has her own kind of awesome set of powers.
Right.
I really like Aquaman's look. I really like the orange gold chainmail kind of armor that he wears up top with the green pants. It's a classic look. I'm glad they haven't really messed with it too much.
I like the muted version that's in the movies, not the Super Friends version where it's like, hey, I'm a traffic cone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it worked in the movie when I think by the third act he comes back after his hero journey or whatever, and he gets the ceremonial gold armor of his probably from Atlantis or whatever. It looks really cool. Yeah. Aquaman.
Okay. All right.
So next we have number 19.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Number 19, James Gordon.
Oh, Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, James Gordon? Who the hell is that?
James Gordon, first appearance, Detective Comics number 27, May of 1939. So he goes all the way back to the very beginning. Same issue as the first appearance of Batman. So
that's weird that he's that high. I never really ever thought of him other than the dude that puts the bat signal on.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, that janitor character that helps clean up? He's number 19. He just cleans up Batman's messes, essentially.
I mean, I think he's, more important than that.
No. He just turns the light on, cleans up, keeps the
Yeah.
I guess the internal review board off Batman's back or something.
Right.
I don't know. He seems more like a spokesperson for Batman than like a superhero character. I don't know. That's just weird.
Huh.
And I guess he's dad to Batgirl.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so he's a dad and a commissioner. Let's put him at number 19 on the superhero list. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty high up there, but as far as like supporting characters go, yeah, I think he's
All right, let's go
he's
with
part
his
of
abilities.
yeah. He wears an awesome mustache.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. He
He
can
can wear the
grow
hell
a
out of
mean
a trench coat.
mustache. Yep. He can flip on a spotlight, work that radio. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, does he even solve anything? Like, is he a detective at all? Like,
Yeah, I mean, he rose through the ranks just like, any other commissioner would. He would have been a
I feel like he's just like, I can't get this one, Batman. You got it? Okay.
You good? You got it?
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
I've never liked Commissioner Gordon.
Wow.
I just thought he was just the most pointless character.
Yeah.
Other than to keep Batman working in the shadows, I guess. And
yeah.
I always pictured him taking credit for a lot of Batman's work. Like saying to keep Batman out of the spotlight. I could hear Commissioner Gordon, yep, caught the Riddler all by myself.
Right. Batman doesn't want all the glory, so
yeah.
I guess this one gets chalked up by me. Yeah,
that's my own head canon. He's taking all the credit for Batman's work.
I think he's more of like I've always seen him more as like he has to make some sacrifices to allow this vigilante to keep working. So if that means he doesn't get, I mean, I guess he's already commissioner. Or ends up being commissioner, so he's not going to get any more. I don't know. I think he's always been like people kind of dump on him because he allows a vigilante to operate. So
he's horrible at his job.
Well, I see it as a sacrifice. He's doing his part so that Batman can operate, and that has given him problems over the years. I mean, he's lost wives. His Batgirl got shot by the Joker, paralyzed then for at least 2 decades.
Yep, worthy of the top 20. That's what I just heard.
Yeah.
Good Lord, that's a joke.
Well, I think it's important though that in a city as corrupt as Gotham, he's always been like the good cop.
Yeah. So let's review that. So he lets a vigilante run through his city. He lets his daughter get paralyzed by becoming a vigilante herself. Has multiple failed marriages. Yep, top 20 material.
Man, no
takes
love
credit for Batman's work. Yeah,
allegedly.
No, I'm just being way harsher at him, but it's still a joke that he's in the top 20. Like, if this is the top superhero list, is that it's like the ability to take credit and flip on a light. Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Now,
I have a soft spot for Gordon just from the animated series because he is very he's a really good mentor kind of character, an older character that works with Batman. He's not goofy in that really. The way he's kind of bumbling in the Burton and Schumacher Batman movies, like he's just played by someone who's just not, he is very much like, well, Batman will take care of this one,
Yeah.
In Batman Returns, I think his only lines are, "Thanks for saving the day, Batman," and
that's my problem. I have Adam West, Batman Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
And he's kind of, hey, Batman's here. He'll save the day.
Yeah. I've really liked the Gary Oldman version in the Nolan movies. I think he's great. I'm really happy with what they did with in the Batman with Jeffrey Wright.
Okay.
Jeffrey
I haven't
Wright.
seen the new one yet.
It's really good.
Yeah, I didn't mind Oldman. I think I liked him best early on, and less so as it went along. Like, especially the last Nolan one, where it's super convoluted. But
sure,
yeah, I mean, I could see that version, but the version I'm used to is just like, take it from here, Batman.
Yeah.
Here, let me flip on this light for you.
Yeah. If you want to read a really good use of Gordon, I think is Batman Year One, where it's Batman's first year of being Batman, and then it's also Gordon's first year in the GCPD. So it's like he's not like a rookie because he transferred from Chicago, where he was he got run out of town because he narked on some dirty cops, like turned some people into internal affairs kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And that's not looked on. Even though he did the right thing, that's never like something other cops like. So I think that's why he left Chicago and then came to Gotham, and then noticed crooked cops, and he ends up taking down a couple of those as well, and so Gordon's really used well in that. And then they did an animated version of that where Bryan Cranston voiced Gordon.
Okay.
The Dark Knight Returns, of course, has Gordon in it, and I think they do a pretty good job with him.
Yeah, I just never think about the guy.
Yeah. He's a supporting character for sure. I think he's the main guy in the Gotham Central, I think, is the comic series that focused just on the cops. It was like a Law and Order kind of series almost. Like it just focused on the police in Gotham, and then sometimes you might get a hint of Batman. So
yeah, I think he's like, in my head, he's like a hype man for Batman. Like he's like the Flavor Flav to Batman's Chuck D. Like it's just he's like the cheerleader for Batman. Like the keep the press and everybody off his back. So I never took him too seriously, I guess. I never thought of him as a superhero.
Well, I mean, and to get technical, it is a list of heroes. It doesn't say superheroes.
No, that's true. I mean, there is the people with the bows and arrows, like Arrow.
Exactly.
They're not super.
Not all heroes wear capes.
Oh, good God! Some of them wear trench coats and a mustache.
That's right. Yes. Some of them, was this in the Rebirth, or was this? I think it might have been part of the New 52 run of Batman, where something happened with Batman. He was like out of commission for a little while, and so the GCPD, they developed like this big tech, bat suit of armor, and Gordon ends up like piloting this mech suit and then operates as Batman for a couple months or whatever.
Oh, Iron Man action. Nice.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, wow. I didn't know you were such a fanboy for Commissioner Gordon.
I like that he exists. He's probably a little bit higher in the list than I would probably put him.
You think?
Yeah.
Top 20? Random side dude that wears a trench coat and a stash? Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Man,
I would have never. I never would have picked him in like the top 100 heroes.
Yeah.
Like of like all comic bookdom. Like it would have never occurred to me.
Right.
But hey, I guess it's an easy cosplay for Comic-Con.
Sure.
As long as you can grow a sweet stash. That is. All right. Well, I've dumped on the commish long enough.
Yeah. Shall we move on to our last one for today? All right. Number 94.
Oh, wow.
94. Okay, Supergirl. Oh, she should be higher than 94.
Okay, so Commissioner Gordon is legitimately number 19, and Supergirl is in the 90s.
Man, that's harsh. That's not right. IGN, come on.
This just proves my point.
Aquaman is 52, and you put Supergirl at. Oh man.
And Commissioner Gordon is 19. I would like
Man.
to see everybody that got dunked on by Commissioner Gordon. I want them all to gang up on him and take
Yeah.
him out. Like, okay, Supergirl, sorry about you.
Man, that's not right.
This is hilarious.
Yeah.
I was thinking in my head, and now number 92 is Superman, because Commissioner Gordon's 19, and it's Supergirl. Wow.
Oh man.
Was
Supergirl first appearance, Superman number 123 from August of 1958.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Please tell me Crypto wasn't on here and was higher in the list.
Well, we'll see. She has a
Yeah.
weird backstory that I don't know that I could keep,
Well, the
straight.
version I know is she's Superman's older cousin.
Yeah. Which I think is accurate.
And I thought I remembered at certain points that she's more powerful than Superman.
I don't know.
And I don't know if it was like a version where Superman was like maybe younger and she was older or something.
Yeah.
But I remember watching something where she had an upper hand in the power department at one point.
Yeah.
But there's so many different iterations that who knows.
Yeah. And I know that there's an alternate reality version of Supergirl that becomes Power Girl.
Okay.
You might recognize her. She had a very iconic costume because she's like wears an all white suit, but it has like a big hole cut in the breast area so you can see her cleavage. It's
of course.
It's pretty ridiculous, but it's like that's the same person, but it's like from an alternate reality or something like that. So
okay.
yeah, it's weird.
Not familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, Supergirl, like
so I guess what's complicated about backstory? Is it like the wormhole thing that she went through?
Yeah, I think it's because I think they kind of covered parts of it in that Supergirl movie, where she was from Argo City, and it's like when Krypton exploded, that city was like floating out in space, and then the city is currently, or for the longest time, was miniaturized and placed in a bottle, or am I thinking Candor? Bottle City of Candor. I think it's something like that, but
yeah, I remember there being like a civilization still.
Yeah.
In like a pocket dimension or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'd be kind of troublesome if all those Kryptonians got out. I'm sure they're not all swell people.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool, like a super being planet. Like Kryptonians taking over like a yellow sun planet.
Yeah.
Immediately become the most powerful planet in the galaxy.
I don't have a lot of history with Supergirl as far as reading comics. I read the New 52 run of Supergirl and enjoyed it quite a bit. The art was really good on it. They updated her costume. It was really cool.
I mean, she's got the same power set. Like, she doesn't have anything unique for her.
I want to say she has ice vision instead of heat vision and something like that.
Okay.
I think
because I always thought that would be cool if like there was like a different variation.
Yeah.
Like it always seemed like she was just a carbon copy of the Superman character. So yeah, it'd be cool with so she's got ice vision and
something like that.
Heat breath.
Like
it's just the inverse.
It might be, yeah.
She loves kryptonite.
Yeah. I did watch I think the first season of the Supergirl TV show, and it was enjoyable. I really liked the person that they have playing her. I know they're doing a version of Supergirl in the alleged Flash movie that has been coming out for the last 5 years. You know, they've got a.
Did that dude get like arrested or something?
Yeah, it's an ongoing just saga.
It's like okay, it's like a Hawaiian bar fight or something.
Yeah,
it's so weird. I'm like very old school Hollywood star getting into a bar fight.
Yeah,
it's random. So that's delayed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, unfortunately I don't have a lot to say about Supergirl.
Yeah, I mean they have the same origin. Their planet got destroyed,
Yeah.
but it sounds like she lived in a bottle world for a little bit or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm fuzzy on her origin, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean it sucks. She's like 92 or whatever you said.
94. Yeah,
94. Jeez.
I know. Feels like a character that should be higher. And again, if this list came out, today, she probably would be quite a bit higher.
Oh yeah, I mean she didn't
You
have a
know,
TV show at the time, and
true, and yeah, was just very, I think, just middle of the road kind of character for several years. I mean, for a while, I guess.
because she's on like the
That
Young Justice too, I think.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Like there's I think there's
That would make sense. Sure.
Supergirl.
Yeah.
I've seen her animated. I know that. I just can't
Yeah. They
piece it
did an
together.
animated movie with her. I can't remember which one that was called. But yeah, nothing crazy to say about Supergirl, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was it.
That ends with a real whimper. Yeah.
Like I don't know who her supervillain is.
Yeah.
Like who is
Yeah.
Supergirl's supervillain? Like there's no
Right.
like they haven't established that. I know in the TV show they make a Luthor a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume she'll become the supervillain, but again, it's just a carbon copy of
Sure. Yeah.
Lex. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
They didn't do her any favors. Because, I honestly can't think of any supervillain that's tied to her.
No, I can't either. I don't know her.
And without that, it's like, what are we doing? I mean, it's like Batman without Joker. Is Condiment Man going to carry it? I don't think so.
All right. Should we put a pin in it for now then?
Yep.
All right. So let's see. I think, this one's going to come out between Austin Powers and Fifth Element. So we'll be back with Fifth Element as our next movie review. And then the next time we do one of these, we'll just have the final 3 characters to discuss. So should be interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what supporting cast we have in the top or the last 3. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be Ma Kent and Aunt May. Good Lord,
could be
Uncle Ben. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see Uncle Ben on the list.
All right. Well, I think I've said enough about Commish.
Yep, you've
do me in.
Yeah. All right. Well, until next time, stay safe out there, citizens.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. Find the show on Facebook and Twitter at Real Comic Heroes. All music and audio are the property of their respective creators.